So here's the sitch. My Pokemon game's ultimate challenge, the Pokemon League. 5 trainers modeled after my friends, teams molded by their imagination, and I'm fighting them all in a row. I can heal in between, but I can't change my team. So my 6 members have to defeat all 30 of their Pokemon. If I lose one early, it can't be used for all future fights, and will likely mess up all my planning. This is by far the harshest trial I could face. It's just me, myself, this group of misfits, and I. Solo ride until I die. Oh, and also my male combi hoodie. One needs to be stylish on a death-seeking solo ride. So strap in, lads and ladines, and everyone in betweens, cause this is going to be mildly entertaining. At least. The first fight is against Tim B, the guy that almost sort of kinda helped with saving the world. I can't wait to see what absolutely devilish pocket monsters we will face off against, and what sort of insanely nuanced, strategical master plan I will have come up with. This is sure to be a battle for the ages. Whoops. I already forgot to put in the right lead. Fuck my life. It's not gonna matter in this case because this is a defensive Pokemon, but I'm such a dumbass. What the fuck? Okay, maybe forget that. You saw nothing. Battle of the Ages starts now. Seems like we don't have a Battle of the Ages yet. Well, then I'll just show you what we do have. Feeding time at the zoo. The first matchup is against Tim's Sableye, a very annoying stall Pokemon. Its challenger, Churkin III, my lovingly named replacement of my starter Churkin from my first attempt that died during the first battle because I forgot what kind of challenge run I was doing. Oh my god. So here's another Torchic. Such was the birth of Churkin II, my starter for the second and current attempt that died because of something completely out of my control that I could have not prevented in the least. I should have high jump kicked. Oh no, it's dying here. It's dying here. It's dying here. It's dying here. Fuck! Why did I fight this fight? Why? Why? Fuck you, May. Fuck you! Oh, I hate myself so much right now. And thus came Churkin III, a 2% encounter I found in some volcano. This happened shortly after I lost Churkin II, which is why I disregarded the simple biological fact that tigers don't in fact equal chickens, and frustrated as I was, declared him next Churkin in line. With both participants in position, let's start the fight. I bulk up, increasing my attack and defense. Tim uses Protect, which doesn't do anything because I didn't attack him. He predicted wrong. That can happen to anyone. Now he surely has me figured out though. On to turn 2. I bulk up, increasing my attack and defense. Tim uses Protect, which doesn't do anything because I didn't attack him. Next I use bulk up, increasing my stats, and Tim protects, which doesn't... I've got this really weird feeling of deja vu right now. Bulk up, protect. Bulk, protect up. Bulk down, protect frown. Like I'm going crazy. But at least I've got my friends to keep me sane.
You suck.
Fuck off. And after some calculations, the fight can finally progress into something more interesting. So I click Dark's Lariat, because Darkest Lariat doesn't fit, and Sableye drops. And then I click Earthquake 5 times and win. Okay, little anticlimactic maybe. This was a combination of setup moves being broken, the AI being dumb, and Churkin III being a great counter against his lead. Sableye had Protect to shield itself, Recover to heal, Will-O-Wisp to burn me, and Knockoff, which removes held items and deals damage. As a fire type, Will-O-Wisp won't work on Churkin III, and since it's also a dark type, it resists Knockoff. So Sableye really didn't have many good options. Still, it would have been better for it to use Knockoff and actually do some damage to me. The AI is weird sometimes. But that was the first and final battle like this, I promise. All the following ones had me on the edge of my seat, especially the next one. After all, it was a very dangerous type of fight for Nuzlocke, a double battle. Up against two Pokemon, predicting what your opponent will do becomes so much harder, since their options increase drastically. Maybe they double up on your first Pokemon, or maybe your second one, and what if they use setup moves or switch out? Couple that with my inexperience fighting doubles, because you just don't partake in them as much, and you can start to see why I tend to struggle with them. This one though, particularly challenged my strategizing abilities to the max. Here's why. My friend Julia sends out an Alolan Ninetales and a Lapras. Ninetales sets up Hail with its ability Snow Warning, which will hurt non-Ice-type Pokemon at the end of each round, and much worse than that, there is a crying dog outside that wants to be let in. Fuck, why is it always when I'm recording that this dumb-ass dog prick of a dog successfully entered the building. Stupid idiot dogs. Only thing they got going for them is being cute. I'm cute. And much worse than that, it will make the normally 70% accurate move Blizzard always hit. So all her ice types will be throwing out stab boosted blizzards that will always hit both my Pokemon. The attack does lose some power when targeting two foes rather than one, but it's still a huge threat. And then Ninetales is almost certainly going to use Aurora Veil on turn 1, making it so all my attacks do 50% less damage to her pocket monsters. It can only be activated while it's hailing, but after that it's going to last for a total of 5 turns no matter the weather. I can't both outspeed and one-shot the Ninetales, so I will have to deal with the Veil somehow. All the while I can't safely bring in my strongest attackers, my fire types, because Lapras could always snuff them out with a Hydro Pump. And 2 of my other Pokemon are weak to Ice-type attacks. So this fight is tricky, to say the least. Some might even say I'm doomed, but not just yet. Behold my one saving grace. Sneasel. And Umbreon. So more like 2 saving graces. Or I could combine them. Behold my one saving grace. Snumbreon. Like I mentioned before, my friends decided on their teams. Sure, I guided them a little with finding 1 or 2 types to focus on and made sure they didn't go too far overboard, but other than that, it was up to them. And Julia really likes cute Pokemon. And the name Sneasel. So, even though Sneasel is not fully evolved and Umbreon is a stall Pokemon that doesn't really fit her strategy, they made it in. As soon as they appear, I will be able to relax a little bit. But first, I'll have to make it past her other 4 members. So, let's see if I can get there. As expected, Ninetales Aurora Veils and I can't do anything to prevent it. But I can try to punish it, so here comes Boyance's Encore. For the next 2 to 6 turns, Ninetales is forced to use the move it used last, meaning it will spam Aurora Veil and accomplish absolutely nothing. Making this a temporary 2v1 battle against Lapras, who's got the help of both Hail and Veil. Lapras goes for Icy Wind. A great move for doubles, as it hits both opponents and always slows them down if it connects. At least it doesn't do all that much damage as a trade-off though. Lapras keeps hitting us with its Ice Beam, but our immediate goal hasn't changed. Beat Lapras as quickly as possible, so Nulu keeps Thunderbolting. Boyance will focus on support and set up Light Screen, which reduces the damage we take from special attacks by 50% for the next 5 turns. Now my next Thunderbolt will knock out Lapras, while Boyance doesn't really have anything impactful it can do. So I pondered the possibility of switching it into a Fire type, to have a good attacker ready as soon as the next Mon comes in. But since Lapras gets to attack one more time, I don't want to risk this using Hydro Pump. It feels almost random what it's using, so I'm just gonna go with this right now. Yes? I definitely... Oh, okay. I would have been fine, but I can't know what it's going to use and against whom, so it's better to stay safe than sorry. Especially since, again, I have to use these Pokemon for even more fights after this. This is just the beginning. Alright, got rid of Lapras, which means my Fire types are so much stronger now, because she is an Ice type trainer, and, well, Fire is strong against Ice. There you go. Guess you learned something today. I'm gonna guess she switches in a Abomasnow here. Encore ended, that's important to know. Abomasnow, there it is. Okay. Not ideal. Abomasnow hurts. I might just have to double switch into my fire types. Now that I'm being threatened by Veil Protected, Mega Abomasnow, and Alola Ninetales in the Hail, both free to hurt me however they see fit, I kind of regret not taking the gamble of switching into a fire type last turn. If I'd done that, I could just fire move knock out the 4 times weak Ice Yeti guy easily right now, but it is what it is. Gotta make the best of it. But that's easier said than done. There are so many different things Yulia could do right now that I found it almost impossible to decide on any play. So I swallowed my pride and asked for help from some of the most vocal and overconfident, yet totally underqualified people I could find. Nope, it was even worse than that. I asked my friends. Okay, as Pokemon experts, what do you guys think? This is Dora the Explorer asking her viewers right now.
Let's do it.
Do what?
Tim,
Yes.
don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it.
Fuck off. Stupid assholes. Yes, you heard that right. While I was fearing for my Pokemon's lives, they just brought up a 6-year-old meme and called it a day. So left to my own devices, I decided I need to bring in my big hitter fire types. Abomasnow is likely to use its grass move Wood Hammer, which will do more damage to Camel's Back than Chirkin III, so I'd really like to predict who it will target correctly. But there was no way to know for sure, because it could knock out both Nulu and Boyonce right now, so in the end I just hoped it would choose the left slot and switched Camel's Back into the right. Just don't... What? What? None of that made sense! What? What? Why did you... What? I'm pointing towards them. Why did you do... Encore stopped. Why did you use Aurora Veil again? And why did you attack Luxray? I hate you.
I'm sorry.
This is fine. Somewhat. Somehow. A Flare Blitz from Chirkin III will one-shot Mega Abomasnow, and Camel's Back can protect to stall a turn. I just need to make sure that my 12 health Camel doesn't get knocked out by hail damage this turn. And I didn't pay attention to how much damage it did last turn, so, you know. So I had my friends quickly calculate 1/16 out of 174 for me. It's like, it's very close, right? It should be like 12.
It should be 11, I think.
Oh my god. What was that?
10.9.
10.9? You sure? He wasn't. But I still trusted him anyway, knowing that if this turns out to be wrong, it will have been Charlie's fault all along. And he said he's house building or some shit, so messing up a calculation in a Pokemon game one time really wouldn't bode well for his career prospects. So I'm sure he was incentivized to try his absolute hardest. I'll be fine. I hope. Camel's Back Mega evolves. Cool, but not going to be impactful anymore, since it's already lost so much health, and then it protects. Ninetales uses Blizzard, dealing only minimal damage to Chirkin III, and doesn't freeze us. Then Flare Blitz is enough to finish Mega Abomasnow, Aurora Veil wears off, and finally, here comes the Hail, which Camel's Back survives. Just barely, on 2 HP. But it's just a brief moment of relief, as she immediately throws a legendary bird in our face. Here I expect Ninetales to set up Aurora Veil again, given that it even used the move while the Veil was still active, but Chirkin III should knock it out even through that protection. So after calcing for a bit, I go for Flare Blitz and bring in Boyonce for Camel's Back. I also realized very quickly that I forgot to switch scenes. Like a professional. Let's go for it. Oh my god, I'm still showing the... Fuck my life! Okay, it's fine. I switched into these guys. Why didn't you use Aurora Veil? I hate you. Okay, so she doesn't have Aurora Veil up right now. Hurricane. Oh, it missed. It missed. It missed. Fuck you. This is gonna kill. She doesn't have Aurora Veil up. I think I might be losing my light screen here. I think light screen runs out here. Yes, light screen runs out, okay. So after some more Hail Peltage, she switches in this absolute joke of a Pokemon. Sneasel, what a lame name. There's absolutely no way I'll run into any more problems this fight. Especially regarding Sneasel of all Pokemon. That's why I definitely don't spend almost 10 minutes worrying about what to do next. Nope, not me. I'm powerful, but Sneasel is weak. But while it doesn't do that much damage, it is the fastest Pokemon and has an increased crit chance with its strongest move Slash. So even though I can one-shot it with a super effective Moonblast from Beyonce, I will have to first tank a hit. Same with Articuno. With no Veil up, Flare Blitz will knock it out. But it's also faster than my guys. If both of her Pokemon double up on one of mine, it is very likely to go down. Especially Chirkin III, as it will also take recoil from Flare Blitz. So while I could technically just plow through them, I can't safely do it, and it's all because of this annoying little rat. And also the hail damage. It might seem minuscule at first, but certainly adds up over time. With all of this in mind, I decide I have to leave Articuno up, even though it's the scariest Mon Yulia has left. Chirkin III would be at too much risk otherwise. So I switch into Nulu, which will intimidate the Sneasel, lowering the damage of the one attack it's going to get off, and then I blast it away with the power of the moon right after. Alright. Don't do it, Yulia. Don't you dare do this to me, woman. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I also get the Citrus Berry heal. Yeah, okay. Okay. So if that had hit Incineroar, I think it's dead to the recoil from Flare Blitz. So I'm glad didn't matter. So I'm glad that I switched it out. I think that was a good decision. More hail damage, and then her final and main Pokemon, Umbreon. Not even an ice type, but what do I know? It can protect, heal itself, poison me, or deal a little damage. But I should really focus on the much bigger threat, that being the chicken. Unfortunately, it's deep frozen, so I don't think my original plan of distracting it with a couple grains of wheat is going to work. Guess I'll need to heat it up again with a nicely timed Flare Blitz, because it's the only really effective way of knocking out the bird. Nulu could do it with 2 Thunderbolts, but is too low right now, so it has to be Chirkin III. But switching it in right now would be way dangerous, given that it might potentially need to tank 1 attack on switch in, 1 more on the turn after that, recoil damage from Flare Blitz, and 2 turns worth of Hail Pelting. So how do I decrease the load to make that switch viable? Well, I could set up another light screen with Beyonce. But what about Nulu? It's in danger. How do I safely stall a turn? If I'd remember to teach Protect to Nulu before the fight, it'd be easy. But I didn't. And it isn't. So I decide to risk my MIM. Nosfertanu. Blizzard crit and it's dead. And my run is over. Blizzard plus Feint attack against it and it's dead and my run is essentially over. But there is no one else I can bring in, so let's hope for the best. Oh my god, please don't. Don't show the Blizzard. Protect? That does not matter at all. That's actually really good. Oh my god, please don't fucking do this to me. I am gonna throw something. I thought that was it. I really thought this was over. Oh my god, okay. The hail stopped! Oh, the hail stopped! Thank you! Blizzard can miss now, and I don't take the damage anymore. Whew. No hail damage, Blizzard can miss now, and a light screen as a backup. It doesn't get much better than this. At the same time, Beyonce tries to Icy Wind the Articuno to lower its speed, so that Chirkin III can outspeed it on the next turn. Just like Blizzard though, it can miss. I like that more. Okay, okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. Ah, boy. Protect, yeah, sure. Just keep protecting. I think the AI is really dumb with okay, this is good. Just don't fucking freeze me. If you freeze, that would be so sad. Please. Okay, okay. Again, please don't. 95%. Thank you. Okay. -1 speed. I am faster, I am faster, I am faster, I am faster, I am faster. Am I faster than Umbreon? I was no faster. but I still had to deal with one thing. Flare Blitz's recoil damage. Flare Blitz. I take 30% from Flare Blitz recoil. How much is that? 30% from 212 HP. 30% of 210 is like 70, isn't it? Wait. Wait, do I just die? Do I just die to the recoil? Oh wait. I'm gonna bring up my calculator app for that one. It said 63, so we should be good. Flare Blitz. I am faster now, and I will try to encore this into protecting again, just in case it wants to protect. Encore. Okay. Now I get to figure out if it's forced to use encore now, because it didn't use protect this turn. Because otherwise it would have already protected, I think. I think that would protect it from that. Okay, this should take 60-ish damage. Yeah. Please have to use protect again. If you feint attack my Churkin now, I'm gonna cry. Okay. But they were through. I can safely switch in Captain Fluff, who has a lot of HP left. And I just Moonblast. But they were through. And as Umbreon slowly went down, failing to protect itself from our team's onslaught, we did it. We won. Second Elite Four member defeated. But before I made my way toward the third, I needed to take a breather and prepare the squad. Which gives me a good opportunity to talk about what exactly I was doing during those phases of downtime. Firstly, I would heal all my Pokemon, obviously. And also adjusted movesets according to what I needed next. In this case, I taught Churkin III the fighting type move Brick Break over Bulk Up, since I wouldn't need it in the future. Honestly, I initially wanted to do that before the Yulia fight, but forgot. Could have been helpful because Brick Break destroys screen effects like Aurora Veil. Oops! Another strat that I didn't forget, and that I'm actually pretty proud of, is teaching Beyonce Water Pulse here. The next fight involved fire types, so a water type move was pretty important to have. But I chose to not teach the strictly superior move Surf because it's an HM, meaning I can teach over it later. And removing this water attack for something else in the future was an important part of my planning. Going with the weaker option was only possible because both Surf and Water Pulse two-shot the relevant threats in the next battle, so effectively there's actually not a huge difference between the two. Glad I calculated that beforehand. Most of my planning concerning movesets centered around Beyonce, by the way. I switched his attacks around a lot, but I was limited in how to do it. Moonblast and Icy Wind are pretty much necessary for the very last battle, and they are not TMs, so if I remove them, I can't reteach them at all. So I had to work creatively with the other two slots and use a lot of reteachable TM moves, which mostly ended up being Light Screen, Reflect, or Protect. Then I made sure to rare candy my team up to the next level limit, because the trainers' levels increased a little bit with each fight. With my rules, my level limit is the level of the strongest Pokemon in my opponent's team. In this case, that was 61. And lastly, I made sure everyone had impactful held items equipped. This mostly meant citrus berries, which do some good healing when a Pokemon is low HP. In general, they are the safest bet, and I always gave them to hold when nothing else made more sense. And then I just had to decide who I'd want to be my Mega Pokemon for the fight. Camelback or Captain Fluff. Because to Mega Evolve, the Pokemon needs to be holding their particular Mega Stone. I could have technically equipped them both with their respective stones, but then I would have lost out on a potential Citrus Berry heal on the Pokemon I didn't end up Mega Evolving. For now, I still went with Camelback. And that's pretty much it. I put Churkin III as my lead and jumped into the room where waiting for me was... We've already fought him before. It is...
It's me!
No, Why can't any one of you stick to your fucking scripts, okay? I wrote you a brilliant script. I'm such a good writer. Why does no one hire me?
Hi. So, are we fighting or what?
Yes, we are, Charlie. Yes, we are. Both in real life and in the game. He sends out a psychic cat thing and we face it head on with our fire wrestling tiger guy. Espeon can set up light screen, reflect, sunny day, or attack with psychic. Jerkin III is a dark type and immune to psychic type attacks. So in other words, we've successfully countered another lead. No bulk up this time though, because I didn't think it would work as well and also wanted to keep all these moves. Some for this fight and some for the future. Since it couldn't hurt me, I made sure to finish Espeon with Brick Break so that I wouldn't have to deal with any screens. I couldn't prevent the sunny day though, so he definitely got that advantage going for him. So there's still a couple turns in the sun. Sun boosts the power of fire type attacks by 50%, lowers the power of water type attacks by 50%, and then does some other stuff. Typhlosion is faster than Shuriken III and can two-shot us by either hitting two 70% accurate focus blasts, or by using Eruption first and then hitting one focus blast. Eruption's power goes down when the user loses HP, so if I were to attack and do some damage, a second Eruption wouldn't be enough to knock us out afterwards. On the other hand, Shuriken III's Earthquake just barely isn't enough, so staying in would run the risk of losing our Tiger King, or at the very least it would take some good damage. And I still needed it to counter something else, so I decided to switch. I just got to wait out the sun, I think, and Captain Fluff isn't the most important member in this fight, so I can lose some HP on him. I think. I hope. Fire Blast. Oh my god. Why would you Fire Blast? What? One, that can miss. And two, why did you Fire Blast against Incineroar? That almost kills you with Earthquake. Why would you do such a stupid thing? That is so stupid. At heart. And at soul. I hate all of you. Unfortunately, Eruption had a pretty good chance to finish off Captain Fluff here, so I decided to keep stalling and switched again. At the same time, I tried to employ the good old begging and making your friends feel bad tactic to ensure victory. So, I addressed Charlie with a simple request. I just want you to use Fire Blast and miss. That's it. That's all I want you to do. That's all I need you to do here. Just use Fire Blast and miss. That would be what a good friend would do. Unfortunately, he's not a good friend. That is the one thing that I forgot. Oh, the sunlight faded. Oh, that is so important. Now that I had been betrayed and the sun wasn't shining down on our friendship anymore, 'twas finally time for my counterattack. He hits yet another Fire Blast, Citrus Berry does its thing, and Buoyancy Water Pulses. Then Charlie decides on yet another brilliant play to flex on me. He just doesn't miss. That is even less accurate than Fire Blast, I'm pretty sure. And it's weaker! Then I finished Typhlosion off with a 100% accurate move, like the plebeian I am. And like the non-plebeian Charlie is, he sends out his legendary Pokemon Tapu Lele, holding a Choice Scarf, which makes it 50% faster, but once it's used a move, it can't use any other one. It also sets up Psychic Terrain through its ability. Now grounded Pokemon's Psychic type attacks are stronger, and they cannot be hit by priority moves, meaning moves like Bullet Punch or Fake Out that will go off first, ignoring speed stats. Needless to say, this extraordinarily fast and hard-hitting Pokemon was extremely dangerous. But choice items can be abused. In this case, Lele has more Psychic type moves than others, and they also do the most damage currently. So I predict Charlie to use one of them and switch into Shuriken III, since again it's a Dark type and immune to Psychic. If this works, Lele can't do anything and has to be switched out. If for some incredibly stupid reason it hits us with a very effective Moonblast, that would be a problem. But he doesn't. He goes for Psychic and is now forced to switch or loses Tapu Lele. I predict the switch to Gardevoir and choose to attack with a safe Darkest Lariat instead of going for unnecessarily risky Flare Blitz plays. And thanks to me being ready for Lele's Choice Scarf, I now had this amazing opportunity to beat Mega Gardevoir before it could become a serious threat to my team, because Shuriken III would definitely not win a straight 1v1, as you can clearly see by the damage here. That hurt. But regardless, we knock it out and are again met with Tapu Lele and force read another move. There's only two moves Charlie has that can affect me, and that's Moonblast and Shadow Ball. I could switch into Nosfertanu here. Nosfertanu doesn't take too much from Moonblast and Shadow Ball. It would die to a Psychic type attack, but Shuriken is immune to Psychic type attacks. I refuse to believe that Charlie is going to use a Psychic type attack now when I have this Dark type up. I refuse to believe that. He would not be that dumb. Dude, I refuse to believe that he's going to do that. But what if he does? If he does, at least it's funny, okay? At least it's funny. Moonblast or Shadow Ball? Thank you. It just wouldn't make sense any other way. Okay. It just would not make sense. Alright, so now it only uses Moonblast, and we just saw that it doesn't do that much damage. I have Cross Poison, may poison a foe, and do critical damage. If I crit, I beat it instantly. If I don't, it's gonna live. Also, wait, how much damage does Leech Life do? Because with Leech Life, I heal myself a little bit, and that might be worth it to Leech Life and then Cross Poison. Okay, if I crit with Cross Poison, I kill it. Pretty good. But if I don't, it's better to Leech Life here. Do I believe in my crit? Not really. I'm gonna Leech Life. Also, if I crit here, I just heal more with Leech Life, which is also fine. Was that a crit? No. Okay. I thought that was a little more than it should have done, but it's fine. Okay, and then Cross Poison knocks it out here. Easy. Easy, thank you very much. Okay, there's 2 left now. Yeah, there's 2 fire types left. Should be Delphox now. Yeah, because it has Psychic type attacks. Delphox will almost certainly use Psychic against Nosfertanu. So in comes Churkin III again, ready to take a knockout with Darkest Lariat. But not before the Firefox Magician can bring out the Sun one more time to give Charlie's last member a hand. Anyways, Charizard in the Sun. I have to be really careful about its Flare Blitzes, because those will hurt. So I bring a Nulu to lower Zard's attack with Intimidate, and Charlie, being the genius troll that he is, uses Shadow Claw? Shadow Claw is the weakest move it has against Incineroar. Shadow Claw does 7 to 8% damage, when you could have just Dragon Clawed and done 16 to 19% damage. Okay, so now that I'm still alive, I might as well just Thunderbolt here. Actually, Thunderbolt is a 2-shot no matter what, so I might as well Discharge, because Discharge has a higher chance of paralyzing. Yeah. What? Dragon Claw is just stronger. I mean, the strongest move for him would be Flare Blitz, but I assume the AI doesn't want to do that because... Wait, would Thunderbolt have killed? Shit. Okay, Thunderbolt probably would have killed. Well, I guess I miscalculated again. It's fine. If that kills me here. It's -1 attack. On a crit, it kills me. What?
Nah,
Huh? What?
First down.
Shut up.
Easy, Charlie.
No,
no fucking really.
I refuse to believe that. It's -1 attack. I calculated everything correctly. The sun, the Pokemon, their stats. There's just one teensy little thing I forgot about. Blaze. Forgot about Blaze. The basic ass ability that every starter Pokemon gets that boosts the power of your fire type attacks when you're lower than 33% HP. Yeah, remember when I thought I was so smart because I used Discharge to get a potential para? Turns out, I not only missed the chance for a potential one-shot, I also put Charizard in Blaze range and gave Charlie a chance to kill Nulu. And he took it. He took it. After spending 2 turns using the literal worst move he could have used, luring me into a false sense of security, he has not let this chance slip. What an asshole. But even though we suffered a loss here, and believe me, losing Intimidate hurt a lot, we still won the battle, and we had to keep going. So I healed, saved, candied, switched Mega Stones, equipped Nosfertanu with a muscle band to ensure a range, citrused up the rest, taught Captain Fluff Protect, replaced Water Pulse again, and saved one more time. And with that, I was ready to challenge Joshua.
Der Schaufel anwesend, bin mir nicht sicher.
Alright, thank you, friend. Yeah, apparently he'd left like an hour ago while I was AFK and only came back to make fun of me when Nulu died. And then he walked away again. What a friend. We begin our battle with a water starter matchup. Gen 7 versus 3. I set up Reflect, making Yoshua's physical attacks weaker for 5 turns, as he hits us with Earthquake. With our defenses fortified, I switch into Captain Fluff and start setting up as many Dragon Dances as I can. Which ended up being 3, after tanking a total of 3 Hammer Arms and a crit Earthquake on the turn Reflect wore off. I couldn't afford to take any more damage, so I went on the offensive and Dragon Clawed, hoping for a 56% chance to one-shot the Swampert. And it worked. It went down, Yoshua sent in Scissor, and I had a Mega Altaria with +3 speed and attack on the field. I would now outspeed pretty much anything he can throw at me, and should at least 2-shot all of his Pokemon, if not 1-shot. I felt like I was on top of the world. I felt invincible, and already began imagining how I would soon sweep his entire squad. And see, right there is the problem. I gave the universe no other choice but to humble me. That's how powerful I was becoming. So just to make this clear, this is the universe humbling me, okay? This is not me being an idiot and making a stupid mistake and forgetting about something important. This is divine punishment for just being too great. If I take too much damage, I might not be able to use this against Flygon later. But there's a chance to sweep him. I can't not take that chance of maybe sweeping Yoshua, my very, very, very good friend, whom I like so much. My calculator said this does 20% damage. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine, I can deal with that. Whoo, boy. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't appreciate anyone bringing that up in my life anymore. So I would really like it if you stopped. So let's talk about what happened here. Firstly, when I Mega Evolved, my type changed from Dragon Flying to Dragon Fairy. Fairy is weak to Steel, or in this instance, Bullet Punch. But I was aware of that. The real problem was that I forgot Bullet Punch is a priority move. You know, the attack I literally used as an example when explaining priority moves earlier on in this very video. And then I also still had Reflect up on my calculator, so I was looking at 25% damage from Bullet Punch and not 50. TLDL, that's too long didn't listen. I'm the one that loses this matchup, not Yoshua. So I gotta switch, and Jerkin the Third it is. The problem is that it's gonna knock me off, and I'm just gonna lose my Citrus Berry. But I guess I have to deal with that. If I lose my Altaria there, I think I lose. I lose in the next fight, by the way. Okay, that's not very effective. It's gonna knock off here. Okay, it should knock off here. What should I do? Darkest Lariat does 32 to 38%. That has to be enough. If that's not enough, I'm gonna cry. I'm faster? Oh! Was that intentional? Oh my god. Okay, actually, this doesn't matter too much, because he just heals, and then I just Flare Blitz anyways. So it wouldn't have mattered. I'm actually 1 point faster. I'm 118 speed, and Scissor is 117 speed. I think I did that intentionally when I did my EVs, because I have a weird amount of EVs. I have 132. I think I literally did that for this. And I don't remember any of it, because I lost my notes and shit. Okay, so this is the Pokemon that I needed Captain Fluff for.
Yep.
Again, amazing friend. Rooting for my downfall like that, you just gotta love him. The other Pokemon I have that can deal with Flygon is Boyonce, but bringing it in right now would be dangerous, as Flygon is most likely using Earthquake here. So I pivot into Nosfertanu, which is unaffected by ground-type attacks. Now its strongest move would be Outrage, a Dragon-type move Boyonce just so happens to be immune against as a Fairy-type. So we managed to switch around without taking any damage for it. But that is just the beginning. We still actually have to defeat the green ground Dragon-type. Boyonce can tank 1 Earthquake, but never 2. So I cannot let it attack us twice. Unfortunately, Boyonce is also slower, so our only option is to one-shot with Moonblast, a 31.3% chance to one-hit KO, or I could try to Icy Wind, lowering Flygon's speed and making it slower than Beyonce for the second turn. This way, even though we'll need 2 attacks to win, we still only have to tank 1 hit. It is worth pointing out though that if Beyonce gets crit, he will die. And also, just to make this clear, Icy Wind has a 95% chance of hitting. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. 95%. Thank you. Okay. So that's gonna lower the speed, and then I'm faster, and now I can knock it out with Moonblast. Whew, boy. 3 left. Vikavolt. I had something that I wanted to use against that one. I remember that. And I think it was just good old Shuriken the Third. Actually, maybe Camerupt? Oh yeah. Thunderbolt is by far the best move it has against Primarina, which my Camerupt is immune against. So please use Thunderbolt here. Use the move that's the best. Thank you. See, Yoshua actually plays well, which is good for me because you can predict players that play well. Flamethrower again can knock it out, but it can also not. This is the risk that I took earlier. Hoo 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 boy. Scolipede. I cannot stay in against that one. Even though I one-shot it, it is faster and it does just kill me with Aqua Tail. How does Crobat do against you? Crobat has a 93% chance to knock this out. Oh no. Is that what I'm going for? The 93% chance? And then I also have to hit Fly, another 95% chance. But it does the best against you and it has full health still. Yeah. Okay. There were 3 Pokemon that I mainly need Crobat for in this entire run. So I have to rely on Fly, which is 95% accurate and takes 2 turns to do its thing, I guess. So, there's 3 Pokemon in this entire run. Thank you. There's 3 Pokemon. Oh, also have to hit the range. Thank you. 3 Pokemon that I have to hit with Fly. That was the first one. The second one is coming up now. This is the scariest Pokemon he has, because Volcarona has a move called Quiver Dance. Yeah, if you thought that Dragon Dance was busted, which boosts your attack and your speed by 1, Quiver Dance boosts your special attack, your special defense, and your speed by 1. So it's just even better. If this thing gets 1 Quiver Dance off, it's scary. If it gets 2 off, I'm probably donezo. But I'm faster, and because of the Muscle Band that I gave it to hold, or thanks to the Muscle Band, I knock it out guaranteed if I hit. Thank you. And that should be it. There we go! That's another one down. Another one bites the dust. It was Yoshua. I was just wondering whether or not he'd do it, but sure. Yeah, let's heal up and prepare, I guess. This is going to be the final fight. Not scared at all. Not at all. So, the final prep. You know the drill by now. Healing, candying, hold iteming, teaching Beyonce Protect, and bantering with friends. There was nothing else to be done anymore. The planning had been completed way in advance and all other battles had been finished. But did I feel ready? No, not at all. Do I feel ready now, weeks later? Still no. But this adventure that apparently took me 200 in-game hours had to come to an end one way or another. Although I certainly hoped I would be the one standing victorious at the end. I really didn't want to build another team and redo everything again. And what would I do about editing and the videos and... Yes, I know. I'll quit stalling now. Let the grand finale begin. Here we are! It is the final! Welcome, Tim, says Tim to Tim. It is I, the illustrious champion of our beloved home region. Beware, for I am the perfect reflection of its ocean's might, the embodiment of all the dancing raindrops' elegance, the water that drizzles in your Hizzle. They told me I needed an epic speech. I hope you liked it, because I don't think I'll try that again. But let's not waste any more time. Who will win this bout between one savior of the world and one with a funny hat? One truly must wonder, but one must wonder no more, for me and my weather team will wash you away. Yeah, I guess it's up to you to decide who of us has the funny hat and who saved the world. It's a really close call. Okay, Pelipper Ludicolo. Pelipper sets up Drizzle, which makes it rain. Ludicolo has the ability Swift Swim, which doubles its speed when it's raining. I don't have anything to remove the rain effectively, so I'm gonna just have to deal with that. Ludicolo is gonna be extremely fast. But thanks to EV training and stuff, Crobat is gonna be even faster. Ludicolo has the item choice specs. Again, boosts special attack by 50%, but once it's used a move, it can not use anything else. Thanks to my muscle band, again, Fly will knock it out. Problem is, during that time, because it's a double battle, they can attack me with stuff. So, Altaria is gonna protect. That's the first turn. I'm expecting an Ice Beam from Ludicolo, because that is quad effective against Altaria. It's also double effective against Crobat, but it's probably going to use the quad effective Ice Beam against Altaria. Yep, that is what I want to do. Okay. I'm curious. I don't think it's gonna tell me used Ice Beam. Okay, protect itself. It did attack you and okay. Then I had to leave for a few minutes and Charlie used the chance to relay a message.
Weg ist er. Ich hoffe, wenn du das nachher siehst in deiner Aufnahme, du bist ein doofer.
Thank you. Always glad to see my friends got my back. Ready to stab it at a moment's notice.
Gern geschehen.
Okay, now this, at least to me, is a really interesting turn. There's really just one thing that I'm thinking about, and that is, do I Mega Evolve with Altaria? If I Mega Evolve, I'm gonna be a Fairy type again. So, if Crobat misses the Fly, which is a 5% chance, Ludicolo will get an Ice Beam off, but it won't knock me out because I'm not quad weak to it anymore. So I'm safer that way. But if I don't Mega Evolve right now, I can do it later and bait a potential Dragon type attack, which I'll be immune again once I'm a Fairy type. So, if I believe that this 5% chance is gonna occur, I should Mega to be safe. If I believe that I am going to hit, I should not Mega for the potential advantage later on. And I think you just gotta go for the content, right? Okay, so what's gonna happen is Fly is gonna knock out the Ludicolo, and I'm gonna Dragon Dance while I can. Just get one off, and Pelipper isn't gonna do as much, or not that much damage. So, oh my god, thank you. I was so scared. I was so scared. I did not believe in that, I'll be honest. I thought it was gonna happen. That would have been the perfect time for it to happen. That was the last Fly I need to hit, I'm pretty sure, as far as my calculations go. Okay, Hurricane shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be worse because I didn't Mega. Oh, it actually is worse than I thought it would be. Cool. Okay. And from now on, the entire fight is just going to be improvising. Oh my god, I am dying inside. Improvising this double battle. Because we already saw that improvising double battles is super fun. Oh my god, this isn't gonna go great. Now it was time to reap the benefits of my previous decisions. Hopefully. Captain Fluff can one-shot Kingdra thanks to Dragon Dance and potentially baits a Dragon type attack because I haven't Mega'd yet. But unfortunately, Kingdra is also rocking Swift Swim, and with it faster than the Captain, and then it also doesn't have to use its Dragon move Draco Meteor. From its perspective, Ice Beam here also finishes Captain Fluff, or it could throw a curveball Hydro Pump to one-shot Nosfertanu. The latter I couldn't even circumvent even if I wanted to. And on top of all of this, Pelipper will also attack someone with something. I hate double battles. They make me confused. But no use dwelling on it now. I decide to fly with Nosfertanu again, simply hoping I wouldn't get Hydro Pumped. But who do I target? Kingdra is likely getting one-shot next turn, so attacking it before that would be a waste. But what if I somehow don't one-shot? Pelipper is the lesser of the two evils, so maybe I should focus all my efforts onto Kingdra, even if it may end up being in vain. So with that logic, I went for Kingdra. At the same time, Captain Fluff was instructed to protect in order to scout what Tim wants to do. And what he wanted was to murder me. Like, he definitely chose violence on that day. Luckily though, the Hydro Pump on Nosfertanu that I had feared missed. Had it hit, I would have most likely lost on the spot. So yeah, cool. Cool. On the other side, Pelipper tried to Hurricane Captain Fluff, but was stopped thanks to Protect. And with that, the turn somehow ended without much of anything happening. The next one though, shit went down. If he uses Hydro Pump again, I don't die. Oh, I would die to a crit. Maximum it deals 96 damage. And that is with its life orb. Meaning that if it Draco Meteors here, I'm safe. If it Hydro Pumps here, I should be safe. I knock out the Kingdra. I'm pointing towards it. I knock out the Kingdra, and then the Pelipper knocks out my Captain Fluff most likely. Oh, I think I gotta risk it. Risking it for the Biscuit. Oh my god, please. Please. Hydro Pump miss. Hydro Pump miss or Draco Meteor. Oh. Why would you do that? You dumbass! Okay, the fly wasn't the smartest thing, because I didn't realize I was slower. Oh, that is so dumb. Thank you. Thank you for being so dumb, Tim. Ah, I just called myself dumb. It's fine. This shouldn't knock me out. But I megaed. It's fine. I wanted to get rid of Kingdra. It's fine. I think. And with that, we brought it down from a 5v6 to a fair 4v4 fight. 4 full health Pokemon on each side. Completely even matchup. Not skewed in the favor of any one trainer. Well, except for the fact that he is part water trainer in the rain, while half of my remaining team consists of fire types. So I don't really want to bring in Shurken III or Camel's Back just yet. If I can stall until the rain runs out and all his water types have been defeated, my Red Hot Chili Tiger Camel combo will become so much stronger. First try. I did teach you Protect, right? Yeah, so I can stall another turn of rain here. I think it's got to be Buoyancy. Yeah, it's got to be Buoyancy, for sure. That is the play. What is it gonna be? Goodra. Alright, I feel like I got to use Fly. Just in case they attack Crobat. Who's more valuable? I guess I should attack you to get rid of the water attackers, so my fire types in the back can do more. Yeah. I'm gonna protect. I'm gonna protect. Oh, please don't be a bad idea. Earthquake, interesting. Hurricane. Alright, good. So it's using Earthquake here. That is not ideal either. That will deal some decent damage to me. I'm faster than the Pelipper, so I think I just knock it out with Moonblast and Fly here. Oh god, I was about to say I need to hit another Fly actually. Moonblast should be enough, and then Earthquake only attacks Primarina, which is not too bad. Yes, good. And rain should stop soon, hopefully. Earthquake only hits Buoyancy. I don't actually know if this is gonna do weakened damage now, because it only hits 1, but in double battles, Earthquake is weaker. Actually, I should check if I could figure that out. Inner Focus, I don't lose attack on Crobat, and it doesn't matter on Buoyancy. Nice. Okay. So Earthquake is still good for him, because Gyarados is also flying type. Actually, no, Gyarados is gonna Mega Evolve and isn't a flying type anymore and is gonna get hit by Earthquake. Is he smart enough? Is the AI smart enough to know that? Or is he gonna use Thunder because of that? I could just fly and protect again. Oh, I just realized something. If I fly, I'm not safe from Thunder. Thunder hits you when you're flying, right? Yeah. Okay, so, that actually was scary. Okay, how much damage does Thunder do? Goodra. A lot. Great. It didn't use it yet, so it wouldn't one-shot. I'll keep using this. Oh, by the way, my Buoyancy should be Waterfall. Okay, that's stronger in the... Nice. You dumbass. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, answer. The AI is not smart enough to know that. Now I should have a guaranteed knockout. And I gave EVs to make sure that I'm 1 point faster than Mega Gyarados. It's still raining. What the heck? Fly hits. Oh my god, thank you. Moonblast should be enough. Come. Yes! Oh my god. Whew. Earthquake again? Now you use Thunder. Huh, that shouldn't knock me out, like I said, unless it's a crit. Okay, good, 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 good. Oh no. Oh, I was not ready for that one. It's just 2 left. It's just Dragonite and Goodra. They both don't have water type attacks, so my fire types can do stuff. Oh my god. Okay, 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 okay. And here we go. This went perfectly. I had turned a 4v4 into a 2v4. And not only that, rain was gone and all water attackers knocked out. So my fire types would be able to operate at peak efficiency. I had been gifted a penalty kick, a free throw, a insert sports reference, and I was not going to let this chance slip by. Okay, so Crobat is now slower. It might be worth it to just sack Crobat here. I don't think there's any reason in preserving Crobat, except for emotional attachment, but I want to win this, so fuck him. Another thing, Dragonite has the ability multi-scale, which makes it so that when it's hit at full HP, it takes, I think, 50% less damage or something. So it is a tank right now. Oh, this Dragonite has E-speed. That's also scary Rooney. Also Dragon Dance. I really don't want that to Dragon Dance up on me. Wait, you have Earthquake though. Earthquake is super effective against my fire types and can hit both, so I think Goodra might be more important to knock out. But this could Dragon Dance. Oh my god, what is scarier? I guess I always have 2 Pokemon going up against it though, so Dragon Dance isn't as scary. Whereas hitting 2 is pretty scary. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go for Goodra first. Also, it should die more quickly. Its strongest move would be Fly, so I will try to use Fly, sure. Does Protect make sense here? I think Reflect could make sense. Oh, Icy Wind. That has to be the play, Icy Wind. Icy Wind make them even slower. Crobat is not gonna be faster now because it doesn't work that way. But this does good damage. That's also one of the reasons I brought Icy Wind on Primarina for the entire league. Mostly for this fight, where I can hit the dragon types. Super effective with it. That's fine. That was to be expected. I hope the Dragonite used the Dragon type attack against Crobat. Because that would go onto Boyonce now and it's immune. Okay, fine, 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 fine.
Close.
It wasn't fine.
Thank.
It wasn't fine at all.
Thanks for the input, guys. You're really helpful. Okay, they're -1 speed, meaning they have 84 speed. Nice. Oh my god, they're both faster now. You have Protect. I don't think Protect matters anymore. You have Rock Slide, which hits both, and you're faster. I think it's just the best play to bring in Camels back. I don't think Protect makes sense. It's gotta be Rock Slide and just hit. I'm faster. Rock Slide has a chance to flinch them so they can't use a move. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Icy Wind, Moonblast. Moonblast, I think. Moonblast, Rock Slide probably kills the Dragonite. I wanna go for that. Oh my god, it has a... I even read that. I read that it has that earlier. I said, oh, this Dragonite has E-speed. That's also scary Rooney. Oh, no. Oh, don't do too much, please. Oh, this might be a little bit of a problem. Now, he turned the 4v2 into a 2v2. And sure, my Pokemon are faster, but his Dragonite has extreme speed. And if I can't knock out Goodra quickly enough, it will demolish my fire types with its super effective Earthquake. But I'm not ready to give this up just yet. We still have a chance, I'm sure of it. I just need to keep playing to my outs. Oh my god, Earthquake is gonna hurt now. Fuck. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. I'm faster with both. Can I knock out Goodra somehow? Darkest Lariat, you're 60%. Fuck yeah. Okay, just Earth Power. Darkest Lariat. I'm faster with both. That is fine. That should not knock me out. I resist that. I don't resist that. Oh my god, fuck. I'm not in Blaze yet. Blaze is my ability. If I'm at 33% HP, I'm getting lightheaded. Oh my god. I'm hyperventilating a little. I gotta drink something. If I'm 33% or lower, my fire type moves are boosted by 50% through my ability, but I'm not, so it's fine. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can just hit this move and pray. You may have already realized it just like I did back then. The reason I started to panic, the reason I became more and more disheartened, a reality that is as simple as it is devastating. We both need 2 more attacks to beat the other, but Dragonite is faster thanks to extreme speed. I was 1 turn too slow. That's it. And all of that even though I was in such a good position just a few turns ago. But before I knew it, my advantage had slipped through my fingers. That's how fast it can go in Nuzlocke. 1 too many mistakes and everything spirals out of control. If only I hadn't lost Nulu against Charlie. If only I had used Fly on Pelipper instead of Kingdra. If only I had attacked the Kingdra on that same turn instead of making the decision to protect and wait. If only I had been more ready for his dragon types, prepared a better team or at least a slightly different one. Something that made them seem less insurmountable than they did these past turns. I struggled against them, but I was just not fast enough, or not tanky enough, or not strong enough, or smart, or anything. I was just not enough. All my mistakes caught up to me, and in the end I was forced to sit there and watch as my trusted teammates were knocked out one after the other. There was no strategy anymore. I could only click the strongest move and wait for the inevitable. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can just hit this move and pray.
Leave in the crit.
Fuck, it's faster with extreme speed.
Let's go! Woo!
No brains. Just luck. Only luck in this room.
Das ist alles, was man braucht. Just believe.
Just happened. That what? What? And that's how I won my hardcore Pokemon Nuzlocke. In the end, the one I could trust to handle the situation was my very first Pokemon, my one and only starter. Or at least the replacement of it. It was Churkin III who would not let this adventure come to an end. So it grabbed me by the moderate amount of hair on my chest and carried me over the finish line. And it was all because I played to my outs. This is so cheesy. No, don't laugh, don't laugh. End this video on a serious note. This is a Pokemon video. I got friends here. This is so weird. It's so stupid.